Let's have a look at the highlights then of What's Next.
Hello and welcome to this year's final episode of What's Next. I'm your host Matt Brading, and this week we're doing a special week where we'll be taking a look back at film, music and games from the past year.
The #1 best film in the What's Next archive has got to be that of Django Unchained. The film is a lengthy and brutal homage to the spaghetti western. It's definitely one to watch.
Let's start with the newly released film, The House at the End of the Street, starring Max Leroy and the Hunger Games star Jennifer Lawrence.
The story follows the fortunes of ex-prisoner Jean Valjean in the 19th century Paris.
Carly Rae Jepsen walked away with 2 awards for her single, Call Me Maybe.
Coming up with a favourite song out of all the songs we have previewed on this show was a very hard task for us. Music is very personal, can have you screaming with outrage with any song that we choose. One song that was a big hit has got to be Taylor Swift's We Are Never Getting Back Together. Taylor Swift is the first female to have 2 million selling album openings and holds the record for the highest number of album sales in a decade. So, music takes aside, there is no denying the allure that Taylor Swift has created.
Back in an October episode, we told you about the Walking Dead game.
The 30th of November shows the release of the Wii U, the next generation of Nintendo products. One of the first games to be released with this console is Zombie U.
The Walking Dead was awarded the Game of the Year, Best Adapted Video Game and Best Downloadable Game at the 2012 Spike Video Game Awards.
Okay, so we are now going to the news section.
If they listen to hip-hop, heavy metal and dance music, they are more likely to show more violent behaviour compared to those who listen to classical, pop and jazz. Rubbish!
People think that it's going to be a one-hit wonder.
I'm really looking forward to The Hobbit. I watched all of The Lord of the Rings and I think The Hobbit will be really good.
Other best pictures include Life of Pi, Lincoln, Argo.
Well, because as technology is advancing, they want to advance with what they can get away with as well.
That there'll be a range of prices for games from 99 cents all the way up to £50. Anyway, that's all for the news this week. Thanks for joining me.
No problem.
We are now going to do our tech review.
Today we're going to review the 3D Doodler, the world's first 3-dimensional printing pen that allows you to draw in the air. Much like a standard 3D printer, it employs a heated ABS plastic.
This is a trend that is being seen across the visual effects industry as producers demand more and more effects for less and less money.
Using stencils, one can create 3D models for architecture, design specs and proposed prototypes.
The package is worth the money for people wanting to create music on the go.
The new Aria DAW app for the iPad has been released. This app allows the user to mix a full 48-track song using just their iPad.
Art is also an obvious application. Imagine the possibilities of this pen in film, music and games. The possibilities are endless. Let's go back to Matt, who has an interview with Tom.
And we're going to look at a music video that was made for you in just a second. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's for a track called My Inspiration.
Yeah.
The song's kind of about feeling kind of on the edge where you think you might be slipping into a pretty dark place, getting a bit of a Halloween head on.
So build me up to show me up to see the brightness that's inside when I see your thoughts.
Okay, so I'm now joined in the studio by Sarah, Holly and Siobhan from Stafford Operatics, currently dressed up in your costumes from Hot Mikado. That's what I like about this game, is once you've completed the main game...
Hundreds of hours, on all these different maps and, going against all these different people.
So what they really wanted to capture was something that had a bit of a viral capacity to it.
All studio which we set up in the centre of town.
What did I do? What did we? I can't
you want to tell us a little bit about what NV Post is?
How do you make the decision of what equipment to use? A lot of the broadcasters have stipulations of what cameras you can and can't use.
We're going to go over some techniques of what you can do with interviewing during a documentary.
And the most important thing is make sure that we're focusing that image correctly. And there's a very, very simple process that we can use for that.
For example, if you were moving backwards, you'd be zooming forwards.
So I'm looking for that little highlight that I can see in the eyes. I zoom all the way in, as far as the camera can zoom in, snap the focus, and then I zoom the camera back out.
Okay, so we're here for Staff TV, filming an outside documentary at Staffordshire University. We're going to be asking people what their favourite games, music and films are at the moment. So let's go find out.
My name's Tom Mellor and I am the Technical Skills Specialist for Film Technology.
My name's Dale Collier-Woods. I am a member of Staffs TV.
My name's Amy Dixon and I do film production technology.
It's Matthew Sean Evans. I am a resource officer at Staffs Uni.
My name is Jamie. I'm a film student here at Staffordshire University.
What are your favourite films that have been out this year since September?
Zero Dark 30.
Django Unchained.
Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph.
My favourite game at the moment has to be Far Cry 3. Animalistic, you've got to survive, you've got to sort of scavenge for stuff, and I just like the bow and arrow feature that you got in the game. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Looking forward to Man of Steel. Not a great fan of the previous Superman films, but I think this one will really kind of make it a whole new kind of film franchise.
So we've just finished a report here now at Staffs Uni. We've got some really good stuff from the students, what their favourite charts were, films, music and games, what they liked about and what they didn't. So yeah, I've been John Gale, this has been for Staffs TV. Thank you and goodbye.
I've been playing guitar for, well, since I was about 13. Went in and out of it, nearly quit when I carried on. I started on electric guitar and then I went to acoustic guitar.
Bust a little groove like you used to on the OQE2. Used to be a superstar, I heard you go so far. All of these things have to come to an end.
One little maid. Would you run, run, run away with me? Find a cozy place down by the sea.
We'll succeed. There's no one to love you the way I do. Cause no one to love you. Cause it's true. Cause you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in no one. All been messed up life. Bring me back to you. This is all I said. All the things you said before to get you out my head.
When I wake up next to you, how could I ever feel blurry or special? As a matter of fact,
Plastic love, sealed down with a horrible case of the blues.